The man who pushed for protests against immigration enforcement in Spokane now faces federal charges.
As wind calms down, sunshine dominates and temperatures climb.
Plus, we're tracking several major wildfires in our region and the efforts to contain them.
Well, good evening, and thank you for joining us on KREM 2 News. I'm Amanda Rowley. Tonight, a former Spokane City Council President and 8 others faced a federal judge for charges tied to last month's ICE protest in Spokane. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy was in the federal courthouse for their hearings this afternoon. He joins us in the newsroom with more about the charges they're facing.
Well, the grand jury indicted 9 people for the charge of conspiracy to impede or injure officers. 2 of those 9 face an additional charge of assault on a federal officer, employee, or person assisting a federal officer. All these charges are still pending as of now. It's been 1 month since a protest outside the Spokane ICE facility on June 11th led up to smoke and pepper balls deployed by the Spokane Police Department. Police made more than 24 arrests that night, including former Spokane City Council President Ben Stuckart, who organized the protest. Stuckart called for it after the detention of 2 immigrants, one of which is a 21-year-old Venezuelan man who Stuckart became the legal guardian of 3 weeks before the protest. Today, 9 people, including Stuckart, faced a judge for the charge of conspiracy to impede or injure officers. The father of defendant 35-year-old Bajan Mavawala II was in the courtroom for his appearance. He believes the charges against his son are unacceptable.
The amount of government resources that are being wasted on people who were protesting in favor of human rights. It's unconscionable. It's a waste of taxpayers' money.
Mavawala and Stuckart are among the 7 released from federal custody today. Mickey Hatfield and Bobby Silva remain in custody for an assault charge. Spokane Mayor Brown released a statement on the matter, saying in part she is outraged, calling this a politically motivated action. Spokane City Council member Paul Dillon also released a statement saying he's advocating for the charges to be dropped. And Washington Senator Patty Murray says she is against the indictment, saying we cannot be silent and I will be contacting DOJ directly regarding this gross abuse of federal resources. Assault charge will return to court on Friday for a detention hearing at 10 a.m. We reached out to Stuckart, but he says as of right now he can't comment. We are also waiting for comment from Congressman Michael Baumgartner, Spokane City Council President Betsy Wilkerson, and Senator Maria Cantwell. Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
And new tonight, the Spokane Tribal Police are asking for the public's help as they continue to investigate a suspected homicide. Police say they found 72-year-old Pam Allen dead near the Ford area in Stevens County following a welfare check. The suspect, 46-year-old Charles Teal, is currently in custody. Tonight, police say there is no threat to the public. Not much else is known at this hour, but police urge anyone with relevant information to call the Spokane Tribal Detectives. Well, the Hope Fire burned more than 7,000 acres southwest of Northport. The fire prompted level 1, 2, and 3 evacuations. Those notices remain in place right now. You can see those evacuation zones on your screen right there. Fire crews say the winds yesterday caused the fire to move farther north. There are now more than 900 firefighters working to put that fire out. As they increase in number, those fire crews moved their command post from Kettle Falls to Northport.
2023 census data shows that Northport is sitting right around 292 individuals. And so when you think about more than 900 personnel members from Northwest Teammate moving into that community, that is a really large footprint.
Stevens County Emergency Management held a community meeting this evening for those affected by the Hope Fire. All right, taking a first look at weather now. We've got Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo outside. And boy, Jeremy, I stepped out for a quick dinner break and it's, shall I say, it was a little chilly.
I knew you were going there, and it's only getting colder tonight. Temperatures sit in the 60s, a far cry from where we've been these past few nights, and that is going to lead to a much bigger drop in temperatures overnight. As Amanda mentioned, we do have quite a few fires burning around the region, and those fires aren't really impacting air quality, but from time to time, don't be alarmed if you smell a little bit of smoke. Remember, a good way to tell your current air quality is by visibility. If you can't see a couple of miles down the road, then you start to worry. But if skies are still looking pretty clear and blue, you are typically pretty good despite a smoke smell. Wind was gusting today, 30s, 32 in Spokane, 33 over in Coeur d'Alene, 40 out in Moses Lake. Very gusty, but dying down. We're still hanging on to a couple of those wind gusts, and we likely will through about the middle of the night. But as wind dies down early tomorrow morning, we are looking at a much cooler start to the day. I think we're waking up to temperatures in the low 50s, pretty widespread, if not dipping into the 40s. This will be the coldest night we've seen in a while. By tomorrow afternoon, though, 86 degrees. 91 on Thursday, 92 on Friday, and it's nothing but sunshine taking us through the next few days. So get ready for some big swings from day to night.
All right, thank you, Jeremy. Right now, we're tracking half a dozen fires burning across Washington and Idaho. In the last 24 hours, new fires have sparked in Okanagan and Latah counties. As of this morning, all evacuations for the Green Acres fire were downgraded to level 1. DNR says the fire grew to more than 920 acres before forward progress stopped. The fire started yesterday about a mile north of the Omak airport. High winds between 30 and 50 miles per hour pushed it toward the airport and homes, and that's what prompted level 2 and level 3 evacuations.
With that, the fire, moved south, consumed. We're estimating right now 3 to 5 homes. We still haven't got a real hard confirmation on exact homes, but with several outbuildings that were there. It also, damaged some farmland.
Also damaged public utility power lines, but we're told the power went out in this area before the fire started. DNR says the airport is operating today. Another fire northeast of Davenport has burned nearly 6,000 acres. Fire crews say the fire is now 12% contained. More than 400 first responders from multiple agencies are tackling the Western Pines fire. Level 1 and level 3 evacuations are still in effect. Crews report the fire destroyed 21 homes and 30 other structures.
10-ish miles back behind our house, so it's a little scary, and having dad out there is not always the funnest. It's definitely worrisome.
Fire crews say the fire here near Davenport is human caused. All right, don't go to bed just yet. Brian Koberger faces 4 consecutive life sentences in prison, and we've got the details.